It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
What's the ratio you say you're okay with?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 84 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Warner. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop. And watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Now, they've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
The Texans at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign.
They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Robinson up the middle.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Warner.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. is forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Here's Brad Robbins now.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Beal. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Warner. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Warner.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, they're going to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to.
Touchdown, Washington.
Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Looking for Jelani Woods that time.
And it's 2nd down. Off play action. Beal.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Down the left sideline. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 16-yard line.
Holding offense.
Are you serious? What are we doing?
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Third down and 13.
Back to throw. Warner. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Jackson to return. So we have reached halftime with our score 10.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Beal. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Beal forced out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
We're giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make the 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Bijan Robinson. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. Warner. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away.
On the return, Jackson.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Robinson. There he goes, right side.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 157 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there?
Touchdown, Texans!
Bijan Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Texans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Washington ready to try again on offense. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner, and his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
Yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Warner. He's got the hook up here. That's Mooney. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, this is Akers. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down. Warner, and looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything in a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you're just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And his kick is gone. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Warner. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Able to find his man, Woods. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Warner out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing on first down. Warner under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looking to throw on second down. Warner under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Beal.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Beal.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jelani Woods.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.